welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while since I last uploaded. Our internet has been quite spotty lately, so uploading videos to YouTube just wasn't gonna happen. So since I last updated a video, I got engaged. So Dan and I got engaged towards the middle of February, and I was super excited. I am super excited. I've been pretty much waiting for that day since I met him. Anybody that knows me or knows us knows that. I've been bothering people about it for the last 3.5 years. They all think I'm nuts. But finally the day arrived and it was super awesome. We went down to Chicago for a long weekend and we were out. We spent the day shopping. We went to some of my favorite places. I got to go to the Mac Pro store on Michigan Avenue, which was freaking awesome. Like, I've been wanting to go to that place forever. So I got to go to that. We ended up going out to dinner at Lou Malnati's Pizza. If you guys are ever in Chicago, Lou Malnati's Pizza is the best. It was my first time ever going there, and it was awesome. So good. So we had dinner there. I hadn't had a feeling Dan was going to propose this weekend, but by the time dinner rolled around, I kind of was starting to give up hope, because it was like 7:30 when we got there. He didn't do it at dinner. I texted his mom, I don't think it's going to happen. We went to a bar afterwards. We were probably out till about 11:30. Walked back to our hotel and went to the hotel bar for one more drink before we went back to our room. And it was at the hotel bar that he proposed to me. I was shocked because I had literally given up all hope, which is probably the way that he wanted it to go down. So I definitely wasn't expecting it at that point, but I definitely was hoping for it. So he proposed to me. I was able to hold myself together at the actual bar, but by the time we got to the room, I just completely fell apart. We got some pretty awesome video footage, which I may insert just a small clip so you can see how embarrassing it is. But I was just a big ball of emotion. I kind of just ran out of stuff to say. So anyways, so what I wanted to do is I wanted to start a wedding series on my channel just to kind of document the process of planning. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is, what do you do after you get engaged? Because there is a ton of stuff. So I'm just going to go through a couple things that I think are important and that were important to us. So I hope this helps anybody who's watching, and if you're interested, just stay tuned and keep watching. I'm going to try to post some type of wedding type of topic probably once a month leading up to our wedding, and obviously I will make sure that we vlog on our wedding day and vlog all the important things like the bachelorette party, some of it. We're not going to get it all on camera. And just the whole planning process, any kinds of tips and tricks that I learn on the way I'd like to share with you guys. So I'm going to go through just a really short list of things that I think are important to do when you get engaged, like right afterwards. All right, so if you are interested, keep watching. If not, then... So the first thing you want to do after you get engaged, after you've stopped crying, is you want to let your family know. So by that I mean, don't text them, call them on the phone if they're not with you, and let them know. This is super important. You want to call your parents, you want to call your brothers and sisters. If you're really close to your aunts and uncles, call them, your grandparents, whoever is super important to you in your life, make sure you call them and tell them the big news. After that, you want to make sure that you call your friends, you text your friends, whatever it is, however you guys usually communicate, communicate with them that you got engaged. I think this is super important to do before you post it on social media, because you don't want those people that are really close to you to find out something that big on social media. So just keep that in mind. Let them know ahead of time. I know Dan and I waited about a week to get everything on the internet. We had some plans with his aunt and uncle, to go bowling the weekend after we got engaged. So we wanted to surprise them and not put it on social media till after we told them in person. I wanted to make like a cute little shirt and kind of do like a little reveal. So I made this cute little shirt, and I'll try to insert a picture here so you guys can see what it was. And surprised them. After that, we posted it on Facebook, and I can show you kind of what I did to do the big social media reveal because I think it was really cute. So now everybody knows. So step one, tell everybody. Important. So the next thing, and you can do these in any order you want, but I would definitely say tell people first. Do that first. So the next thing you want to do is, what's the next thing? Oh, this is the next thing that I did. So the weekend that when we got back to our house after being in Chicago all weekend, I went to the grocery store and I picked up a bunch of bridal magazines because like I was like really excited. I also started a board on Pinterest, and if you don't already have a wedding board, which we all know you have one, either keep that one, make that board private so nobody can see it, or what I did was I made a separate wedding board for my real wedding. So I had the wedding board with the bajillion engagement rings in it, and then I made one for my real wedding. And I did this so that people that follow me on Pinterest that are going to be coming to the wedding, I want them to be surprised. I want them to be surprised by the theme of the wedding, maybe little ideas that I get, so it won't be like, oh look at you got your whole wedding on Pinterest, which I mean I am. I'm getting a lot of ideas, so that's what I did. The next thing you want to do is pick your bridal party. Dan still hasn't called all of his people, but I wanted to pick my bridal party, which took like 3 seconds, and I wanted to do it soon so that I could send them something cute, so I could ask them to be my bridesmaids. So that may be something that you want to do as a bride right away. But all right, so you have your bridal party. The next thing you want to do is figure out when you want to have your wedding. So do you want to have a summer wedding, a fall wedding, a winter wedding? Do you want to get married in a hot air balloon? I don't know. Figure it out so you kind of have a rough idea of how much time you have to plan the wedding. So Dan and I are going to be getting married in October of this year. So it is the beginning of April now. So we have a little more than 6 months to finish the planning. We've already kind of started some stuff, which I'll get into in some later videos, but it definitely is a really good idea to just get a rough estimate. If you don't know the exact date, that's fine. Just as long as maybe just know what season, what year. That would be a good starting point. All right, so the next thing you want to talk about with your fiance is how many people you want at your wedding. So this is important because obviously when you start looking at venues, you want to make sure that you're picking a venue that actually fits all your guests. So I'm going to tell you from experience, we first said 75 to 100. Our list is right now at about 160 after the parents got names to us. So you just kind of want to figure it out, because if you end up inviting 160 people for a space that only fits 75, that ain't gonna work. So you want to pick a number, and maybe give yourself 10 to 20% of wiggle room, but definitely try to stick to that number because it'll make it a lot easier when you're searching for venues. All right, so now the big thing. This one is probably the most uncomfortable thing to talk about, and that is the budget. So for Dan and I, we were able to kind of come to a decision on a number that we felt comfortable with. I know a lot of people have the blessing of having their parents pay for the wedding, but we went into this not expecting that. So we wanted to pick a number that we could afford ourselves. If our parents help, makes it even better because then we can spend more money on our honeymoon, but we are not planning this wedding assuming other people are going to pay for it. So what we did is we both have a spreadsheet that tracks our spending, our bills, and it's a budget basically that we have for ourselves that we can look at every single month. And what it does is it gives us an idea of what we're saving every month and what we can save throughout the year. So what we did was we looked at that to determine how much money I'm going to save this year and how much money he's going to save this year. We gave ourselves a little extra money so that we would actually still save some money. And then we combined his number with my number. Boom, that's the wedding budget. So that's what we picked that would work best for us. So that's just an idea. If you guys want to use it, that's cool. But that's just what worked for us. So the next thing and the last thing that I'm going to talk about today is you want to start to get something that you can write all your ideas down on. So what I have is I have a Lilly Pulitzer agenda that I bought at the beginning of the year. I love this thing. So this is just, I don't want to show you everything that's in it, but this is just like a regular agenda. It's a weekly agenda, so it has, well, I guess I can show you what's in here, but it has like the daily things, and then it has a, you know, it has like a monthly calendar too. And there's these cute little stickers in it, and it's just super fun. I live in Wisconsin, and it's cold and yucky most of the year, so having this bright, beautiful planner just makes me think of the beach. So I like this. I use this for work. I use this for my grocery list most of the time, but I'm finding this to be super helpful with the wedding planning. I also went ahead and got this book from Target, and it's just like, I think it was like $8 at Target, but it's got like all the months in the front here, and then the rest of the book is just notes. So I've been bringing this along with us on vendor meetings, so I can take down notes. I write down my questions, write down the answers to the questions, and keep everything in here. There's these cute little folders here. You can't really see it because it's white, but there's these cute little folders here that I can put brochures in. I got some in here. I don't want to show you, but this is also really helpful. So that's all for now. I'm going to try to, like I said before, I'm going to try to post some type of bridal, wedding, something or other, at least once a month. So I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope you enjoy these. If there's anything that you want me to cover, please post it in the comments below. And to all of you brides out there, congratulations, and I hope you guys enjoy following me on this journey.